Today we are in Canyon Lake, Texas, looking at a fourplex Airbnb property. It's especially interesting if you're a new investor who might be interested in investing in the Central Texas area. And let's take a look. This place is awesome. So the owner has each unit themed a little bit differently. We're gonna see two of those units today because the other ones are booked, but this one is their pop art themed unit, so let's check it out. This is really awesome. This is a really cool piece of art. I love cool art. It may not be expensive or anything. You don't have to be expensive as long as it looks cool. They've got a really cool light fixture here. The thing that I think is coolest about this room is this giant giraffe in this corner. I don't know where you get something like that, but it's definitely not something you see every day in a short-term rental, and I think it is pretty cool. Love the velvet sofa, bright colors, very cool. You can get these on Amazon. I love supplying just the dry spices because these are nice and it's very sanitary. I don't like to see people leaving actual condiments out. That's gross, but I think it's really great to leave dry spices for all guests. Labeled, very important. Seems like a small detail, but it is very nice helps efficiently run your business in case you have cleaner turnover or guests, you know, maybe they've done dishes and they want to put them back. Oh, these are cool. You want to make some Moscow mules. So guys, this is Ryan. He's the owner of this fourplex. He's gonna show us around a little bit. Ryan, do you wanna just tell them a little bit about the fourplex, maybe what you paid for it, how much you put into the rehab, what you expected to do this year?
We bought it, I mean, if you see the exterior, it was kind of run down. The wood was falling apart on it. We're all in about $1 million. That's including the rehab. Projections, we only listed it, I think it was like last September. Okay. And we got about 25,000 and something similar to that so far this year.
So you've booked 25,000 so far this year?
Yes.
Oh, okay, awesome. And it is the beginning of June?
Yes.
Do you rent them all as single 2-bedroom units, or do you rent them like 4 at a time? Or sorry, 4 bedrooms at a time, so 2 units at a time, or 3 units at a time, or the whole thing?
Just all at once. And then I think we've had a couple guests do 2 units at once.
Okay.
So, yeah.
The design here is very interesting. Has that been well received?
Yes, very well received on the guests, but not so much when we were doing the designing. We showed it to some friends and loved ones and coworkers and colleagues, and there were a lot of people that did not like it.
What do you mean they didn't like it?
So, well, I mean, if you see some of the art, and when we go into the bedrooms, you'll see that there's some, like, I don't know, maybe graffiti, Andy Warhol style painting and designs, and at first it was like, nobody's ever gonna wanna stay here. It looks like, what was the word? It looks like an abandoned house, stuff like that. But you know, it was actually good because we weren't finished with the design yet, so we just took that feedback and then I think just kind of added some more art and some more design into it, and it finished it out and actually made it look even better than what they were expecting to begin with. And the reviews are just like, oh, you know, we came here on purpose for the design. My daughter was just in love with the art and I mean the giraffe, and we just loved it. So.
Oh, I really like this. I love this.
A lot of bright colors. Like I said, so there's 4 of us in the partnership, and both wives did the art for it.
Wait, did they actually like paint this?
They did it themselves.
Oh, wow. Yes. I love it. It does not look like an abandoned house.
Right, and like I said,
that sounds like a parental comment to me.
I don't know, just a different.
I don't know. Oh, let's see the other ones.
Yeah.
Great, and then I did the same exact thing. Run right over you.
Sorry.
So this is
similar themed.
Cool.
Yeah, similar themed.
Yeah, I love it. I love the fixtures. How much would you say you spent on just the rehab and decor of this property?
100,000.
Okay.
You talking about the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had to do a lot on the exterior as well. So yeah.
About 100,000 on the rehab.
Yeah, maybe.
This is custom art. So was there like a specific cost to that, or?
We knew going into this we were going to play to our strengths. I mean, because they're both very artistic women, and so they just knew the vision that they had for it, and it wasn't going to cost a whole lot of extra other than the cost of the paint.
Okay.
And the time doing the labor.
Not everybody has that experience and has to pay,
right,
you know, somebody to come do something like this. So that's really cool that they were able to do it, you know, on their own without having to hire somebody. Let's check out the bathroom.
Sure.
Oh, cute. Love the vanity. It's Jack and Jill into the other bedroom. Let's find this light switch, which also has the really cool art. Yep. I bet they had a great time doing this.
We tried to pay attention to every single detail, and I think again that can be applied to anyone doing an Airbnb or a short term, because the details matter.
So let's talk about the location of this fourplex really quick. So how far are we from fun things to do?
Canyon Lake has a lot of different places to visit. I mean, there's the river. There are two sides of the lake that people go to. I mean, we're on the north side, so very close to the north side, and then the south side is a short drive away as well.
And how far are we from like the closest airport or metro area?
So San Antonio, I mean, less than an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, from the airport.
We're pretty close to everything. It's pretty affordable to invest in this area, and the theming we found does work in this area.
Yes, absolutely.
Good to know. So are all of these booked, or is there another unit we can take a look at today too?
No, we have another unit next door that's a superhero themed.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's vacant. We can go take a look.
Okay, and the other two are booked. So
They are.
proof of concept here. They're booked.
Right.
Awesome. Well, let's go see the other one.
All right.
So we went to see that Eagles show in New Orleans about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Goodbye tour.
It was good, right?
It was great. Yes, we took the kids, so now they've seen the Eagles, or
Oh my
what's
gosh.
left of them anyway.
We were going to do superhero in general, but then we decided to stick with Marvel specifically, and we tried to cater to an adult Marvel art experience, because there's a lot of little kid art, I guess, or younger audience art, but we tried to do as much as we could to find like art that would appeal to adults as well.
This is your baby, isn't it? You're a Marvel fan? Because the way
Yeah,
you
I
just
guess.
said adult Marvel, not kids,
I
I
guess.
don't know the difference, so you must be
I guess
into
you
it.
could say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
we didn't get hate on this one.
No, I mean,
No familial-
adults and kids alike, they're all loving it.
This is not like a multi-cade that you see in a lot of short-term rentals.
Correct.
It's like a real one from an arcade place
Correct.
where you could put quarters. Okay, so let's see
Sure.
everything else.
Sure. Okay, so first bedroom.
Okay.
And this is some art that I had not ever seen before, so I was really excited that they were able to find it. And it went with the pillows as well.
Watercolor superhero art. Is this a real fire hydrant?
Yep, it is.
How do you
It's-
move that in and out? I like that we have rules on all of our decor that we don't want people hurting themselves or breaking it on. That's very important for liability,
Safety.
insurance, all that. You don't want anybody breaking their neck in
Exactly.
your short-term rental.
Exactly.
Oh, I love this rug.
Yeah.
It's like a comic book. I do like going to comic book stores and record stores and like old video stores, because it's kind of, we don't have that anymore with
Yep.
the internet. Oh,
Love.
cool. I love this. This makes me feel like I'm 14 again.
I know.
With
My
the-
wife did this all herself. She went and found all the
Oh,
posters,
so cool.
all the comic book stuff.
It really does feel like being a teenager in a
Yep.
teenage room with comic books.
Yep.
I love it. Let's go check out the backyards.
Okay.
Okay, so this area is private. They've got a place to sit down and drink
Yep.
coffee or eat or something. And then we have like a shared backyard out here. So
Yep.
I have some questions about this.
Okay.
When you have 4 separate units and a shared backyard, how do you communicate that to guests? Do you think that they care that it's shared, or they don't care?
They don't care. We've never heard anybody say that they care, because we advertise it. We say it's a
Okay.
shared backyard, so they should know going into it at
Yeah,
least.
you said the expectation. I think that's a really important thing in
Yeah.
short-term rentals, is you never let people be surprised by anything.
Right.
As long as the expectations are properly set, your reviews, unless something goes wacky, should always be consistent in
Right.
terms of not being negatively surprised by anything.
Right.
You've got the parking area back here. So when you've got a multi-unit, this is what a big question that I have is, how do you set the expectations for your guests with parking? Like maybe somebody's bringing 4 cars and you don't have enough room for every unit to have 4 cars. So how do you deal with that?
Because there are 3 bedrooms, we kind of just knew that it wouldn't overload the parking lot, and we haven't had any issues.
How many parking spaces do you have?
I think we're about 10 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of room.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for letting us tour your fourplex. It's really cute. This property is for sale, right?
It is for sale, and thank you so much for coming down here. It was exciting to meet you and to show you the properties.
Yeah, so we do have the listing agent right here to give us some details about it being for sale. So we have the listing agent, Stacey Lancaster, here. She is the short-term shop agent for the Central Texas Hill Country area. Stacey, do you want to tell us the details about the listing for this property?
Sure. So this is a newer listing on the market. It is one of the only multifamily properties that is available. It is the only themed property that I'm aware of in the Texas Hill Country or in the Canyon Lake area. Canyon Lake is one of the most affordable areas in the Texas Hill Country, and this property is a steal at just under $2 million, listed at 1.999. Great location, very close to the lake, very close to Whitewater Amphitheater, and all the attractions that people come to Canyon Lake for. Oh, and the most important thing is they are open to creative financing, so, you know, propose something, they are willing to make it work.
All right, thank you so much, Stacey. Guys, if you're interested in this, all of Stacey's contact information is going to be right below in the notes.